Hi guys, it's Rebecca here from Transitions, and I'm here to do you a love reveal. So, which pack are you drawn to, A, B, or C? Let your eyes drift to whichever pile of cards you wish to be drawn to, and think about your little relationships and relationships in general. What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? And we'll take it from there. So, that's pile A, B, or C, and I will go through them with you now. I'll flip the screen and I'll go through them with you now. And what we'll do is I will record in the description box below the timestamp as to when we go from one reading to another, so you don't have to go through every reading. So here we go. Let's just pop this back on the stand. Unfortunately, I don't have my other stand here, so we are doing it like this. Right, let's do this thing. So let's move these to one side because I've had to do them backwards. B and C. So starting with A, put them up there. Starting with A, so that's 1 minute and 9. 1 minute and 9. And here we go, straight into the readings. I haven't seen these yet, so I am just as just as excited as you are, because I have picked a pile for myself. Just as excited as you are as to see what's going on here. And we've got beautiful, beautiful cards. So that's amazing. Right, here we go, guys. Let me just move these right out of my way. And then I can look at these in full swing. All right, unfortunately you can't get to see them all, but I can, so that is good. All right. Okay, so big theme here of a lesson. All right, this doesn't mean to say that this isn't a beautiful relationship. Okay, this does not mean that this isn't a beautiful relationship, because we have got the caring connections. So there's definitely that feeling that there could be a soulmate there. There's definitely that feeling that there could be a really good connection. Okay, so do bear that in mind while I go through this reading. Now, have you been thinking to yourself, have I met this person before? Was this person, part of my past experience? Why do I feel quite comfortable with this person that I've just met? It could also be, I just want to point out that we do have the secret admirer card, so it could be somebody from afar here as well. So, past life relationship. It feels here for me like there is that feeling of I've known you before. When have I seen you before? When have we been together before? How do we feel so comfortable together? Okay, how do we feel so comfortable together? Which gives you that sense of joy and stability, which is the next card. It gives you that feeling of hope. It gives you that feeling of, I think when you're not overthinking it, is what I want to say. When you're not overthinking this relationship and over processing your heart. So this is a lady here who is giving a heart, but this could be man or woman. This person here is giving over their heart, but they're also overthinking the fact that they're giving their heart away. So as you can see here, this lady's got her top, well, it's like a sheet, isn't it? It's half up, half down. So this lady is wanting to give her heart, but she's still slightly not giving herself fully here. So why aren't you giving yourself fully? We have the envy card. Okay, there's something holding you back. All right, there's something about this relationship that's making you, or something about this relationship that you may be moving into that is making you feel a little bit on edge here. Okay, it's like for some of you, you'll feel like you could be straight in the door and then straight back out. So you're worrying that this person would drop you like a ton of bricks if something else was to come in. Okay, and you're thinking, is that my lesson? For some of you, there's a part of you that is envious, whether it be about their children, about their lifestyle, about the way they are around, say, if it's a man and it's how they are around other women, or vice versa. Maybe there's this feeling of not feeling good enough to be with this person, and this is why you half give your heart and you half don't. Or maybe you feel like you're giving your heart fully, and they're not. All right, they are saying to me, this is a lesson. Yeah, it doesn't mean to say because it's a lesson it's not going to work. It just means that there's lessons to be learned within this relationship or within this new pursuit that you've got going on at the moment. Okay, two beautiful cards. Look, the stability card, and we've also got the believe and succeed. So what they're saying is this is if you can focus, if you can believe, then you can succeed with this. But it is about you getting out of this what if, what but, why, what's going on, why do I get these, you know, little devils on my shoulder, I want to say here, within this relationship. But there is love and stability that can be made from this relationship, but there is things to learn. However I look at it, there's things to learn, although there's a good footing and a good vibration about this. Okay, I want you to be accepting of the fact that you're feeling like this, that you've got these issues, that you've got this envy or this jealousy or this feeling of you know, am I good enough? Could I be good enough? Because the envy comes in with the self-worth here. Okay, so it makes me feel like, all right, I like this person, but am I worthy enough? And then you become envious of other people because, well, he gets on with them really well, or she gets on with him very well, or, you know, and will I be good enough in that? And the green-eyed monster's coming out a little bit, I want to say. Within something, it could be their work, it could be that they make a lot more money than you do, and you're thinking to myself, how am I ever gonna, you know, be able to live to that standard? Or, you know, envy's envy, it can come in many different forms, but that is the theme going through this. But it is telling me it's quite a good connection. But there's, you know, the woman's looking away there, he's holding on to her, and then she's got her heart there, but she's only half giving it. Again, on this one, we've got the man at the back and the woman there. She's wearing green for the heart, but again, it's showing half a skin, half not. So it's like you're half giving and you're half not, okay? This is, could be a secret admirer. This could be something that's coming in for you, okay? It doesn't have to be something that's happening right now with this secret admirer card. We've got someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So it could also be that with this card here, they're not giving you the true depth of what's going on for them, because they do have a jealous streak in them, and that is actually worrying. That's something that they need to work through. Trust. Trust is very important in a relationship. If you haven't got trust, then where are you going? Okay, so what this card is saying, back to this envy thing, there's this feeling for some of you that it is a trust issue because you are envious of how they are with other people. It says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So you've got to learn to trust, and you've got to learn to let things flow and let things be. Stop worrying about yourself and just trust in the process of this relationship. Look at that. Caring connections. Criticising one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So what it's saying here again, stop looking at the negativity, stop being envious, stop worrying about what they think and what they think about other people, or the fact that they earn more money, or whatever it is that's coming up and up and up for you over and over again. You've got to cut that out, because once you've cut that out and you stop criticising, it's going to change the balance and the dynamics of the relationship, okay? So please, guys, great reading is that. Very positive. There's stability to be had. There's joy to be had. There's the believing in yourself. It's all about mind over matter. It's about you getting a balance on your emotions and your feelings, because I think a lot of it is in your own mind. The problems that you are generating are in your own mind there. And if you've got a secret admirer, then watch for this coming in. Okay, my lovelies. So that is done. Please do leave me a comment in the section box below. Right, now we're going to go on to B, and that's at 9 minutes. So I'll just pop that down here. 9 minutes. Let's see what we get for B. Right. Okay. Perfect. Lovely. So, guys, whoever's picked B needs to take a step back, needs to spend some time trying not to be in control of everything when it comes to the relationship. I do feel like there's this massive control thing going on. There's this balance of, you know, what there seems to be stages of, you know, coming together, but then the next minute you're going like this, and it's because one of you wants one thing and one of you wants another. This is coming in with this control card here, okay? It's also coming in for me with the it's safe to love card, because she's up there on a horse and he's here down here, and they're both looking as stubborn as each other. So I feel like there's this feeling within this relationship of stubbornness, okay? Could be a friendship, don't forget, we're not always doing about relationships, but there's this feeling of stubbornness and not coming together, okay? Not coming together. I do think that what happens with you guys is that eventually you do. One of you backs down, one softens off. But I do think that you've got to learn to do things quicker than you're doing. So I think there's this feeling of, you know, butting heads and it not happening, things not happening quick enough. So, you know, one of you's not letting go of control quick enough here. All right. I also feel like there could be, for some of you, a little separation there when it comes to the kids and you. So it could be you know, I don't know, the mum and the kids always side with the dad, and then that becomes a control thing, and or the kids are used sometimes, if you do have kids, as a bit of a bat and ball for each parent there. So just bear that in mind, okay? If you're listening to this reading and you do have children, try not to back the kids off the situation. All right. What they're saying as well is this control issue comes from a release. It's a release of something from the past. So what is it in your past or their past that they didn't have control of? Because that's what's going on here. They're trying. The cycle keeps playing out because this emotion needs to be dealt with. So what is it that causes the control issue? So for an example, say you don't feel like you have control over the bills, okay? For an example, maybe you've been in an old relationship where you haven't had any control over things like that, or somebody's got you into debt, or you've not felt like you can manage your money, or you've been out of control of your money, or somebody else has controlled your money, okay? You've got to look at the things like that, because that's the sort of thing here that's causing the control issues. From something in the past is making you control things in this relationship, and they're asking you to look at that cycle now and let it go, release it, because that is what's causing the main and I think for both of you actually in this relationship, you have both got that issue on control, okay? I don't think it is just one of you, and you need to try and release that so that you can have this bond that you obviously have. This isn't a relationship that is wanting to will or move away from each other, not at all. What it is it's a relationship that, you know, is held on by the strings, I want to say, and is held on by glue. But the problem is it's taking too long for things to be resolved when things do go wrong. All right, so back to this release. We've got the breathe card here. This is somebody that detaches. This is somebody who detaches when they're trying to control the situation. You need to learn to detach from the situation, okay? This is you detaching here. It's about you detaching from the situation and taking time to think. Maybe it's quite a hot-headed relationship where you tend to have a go at each other all the time. Not that it goes too far and you always just, you know, manage to brush it under the table or whatever, but it is this sticking point, and I do think it's a cycle for you guys where you're going round and round in circles and doing the same things over and over again. So look at why you've got these control issues, okay, within this relationship. So we have, for your card at the end, transformation. Beautiful card. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And I think that it's going to deepen because you are going to let go of the control. Whether it be one of you or both of you, that control is going to go. You are going to look at what you need to release and what you need to sort out. And then you can give yourself wholly. I think for some of you, if it isn't a case of you're both trying to get that control, that balance on control, it's about one of you keeping control of your emotions so that you know, feeling like you're not safe to love, because this is the safe to love card. So it could be that you're not feeling safe enough to give your all, and that is because of past issues that need to be released so that union can come together properly. This is a beautiful card. Okay, so great reading. A little bit of just a little bit of work there to do on control for whoever's picked B. So let's go on to C. Let's go on to C. And we are at 14:58. Right, here we go. C. Wow, what have we got going on here? So, right, let me think how I got these out. I need to do them in order. So it was that one first, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Right, okay. So, here we go, guys. Here we go. So this is for C. This one's a little bit more complicated, it looks to me. The first thing I want to look at is the fact that we've got the separation card here. So this is going to be for somebody that is probably in separation, feels separated, okay, from their partner or friendship or a friendship, but also feels like they're in a higher committed relationship, because we do have the twin flame card here. Which means for me that there's a twin flame is two people that are the same soul, that have been split and are meant to go off, and they're meant to heal. They're meant to heal themselves, heal the wounds, and then they will eventually come back together. That's the thing of twin flames. But the thing is with twin flames, if they meet at the wrong time, yeah, all they want is this, but they can't always stop this. Okay, for some of you it's about the fact that you know you've got a higher love out there, yeah, and you're searching for that and you can't find it, so you're feeling all the time like you're separated, but yet you're looking all the time for this wonderful connection to come in. All right, so let's get into the reading. For some of you, this is about a marriage. Okay, this is about a marriage. Two people there that, you know, have made that final commitment to each other and are wanting that final commitment to each other, but they have found themselves in this situation. For others of you, it's people that thought you would end up in a committed relationship with this person and you have ended up in separation. Okay, there's a lot of feelings of wanting, there's a lot of feelings of needing. Now, if you are a twin flame, then you will want and need this person, but you will also be repelled by this person, because that person is showing you an absolute mirror of what you are and who you are and what you need to work on. Okay, that is shown to me as well by the all tied up here. So you are all tied up, because unless you do something, unless you heal yourself, unless you work through the issues, unless you spend time doing the spiritual side of things, it's, you know, this sort of relationship will not work out. All right, because two twins cannot come together until the work is done. All right, because there won't be that balance. All right, and you will just trigger each other. Okay, I think for some of you at the moment, your focus needs to be more on the daughter value, which is about making money, which is about your career, which is about your hobbies. It's about things that you need to do yourself to make your life stable. So I think for a lot of you, there's this feeling of there not being that stability, for you to be able to feel stable enough for things to move on. All right, we also get the darkest fear and the move on with the separation. All right, so we've definitely got two people here that have either disconnected completely within the relationship and still together, or we're in a situation where there has been that separation and that feeling of somebody moving on. Now, this is where we come to this. This is the darkest fears and this is the moving on. This is about somebody that's overthinking absolutely everything. All right, it's literally overthinking everything. So this person is sat at night, they don't know where they're going, they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they want, they don't know if they want this person, they don't know if they want this, they don't know if they, do you know what I mean? It's just like everything going round. We had a good relationship, we had a bad relationship, he did this, she did that, and it's just everything going round and round and round and round. And then what's happening is you're feeling very trapped, you're feeling very emotional about what's going on around you, and then you say, right, then it's time to move on. I'm moving away from this, and I'm not going back, okay? but that's because you're feeling like you're tied up. Okay, so what you're doing is you're then thinking, right, how can I sort this out? Well, I need to sort this out, and I need to sort that out, and I need to look at my finances, and I need to sort out my career and everything else. So you're putting your mind straight into that. That's for a lot of you. You're putting your mind more into that than you are anything else. Now, this is the card. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So what they're saying to you is it's all right having this daughter value. It's all right having this feeling of needing money, being able to support, being able to, you know, finance yourself, being able to be stable, but you don't actually take that with you. What you take with you is love, okay? What you take is the love for somebody that you have. You don't, and the memories that you make together. You don't take the cash away, okay? So yes, like I was saying in the beginning, twin flames, they do need to be looking at their careers, they do need to be looking at their hobbies and things, but it's never really about making a lot of money. It's about learning, it's about growing, and it's about helping other people. So it doesn't always have to be about making money, especially when it comes to twin flames, because they're there to learn. Well, they're there to have a higher vibration and to be able to give to the world. So their relationship is such a high vibration that it actually helps the universe. I don't really want to go into it too much because it is, you know, it's not on everybody's level, but you will be feeling that this person is like a mirror to you, and you'll be finding that very difficult, okay? This person is definitely mirroring all your darkest fears, all the things that you don't like within yourself, all the things that you need to change. That's making you want to move on. That's what's keeping you both in separation, because it hurts sometimes to be together, okay? So you do find yourself moving on, you feel, but then you feel tied up because then, you know, they're your twin flame and you want them back. Okay, so it's a real push-pull dynamic. I do think a lot of you, it's money that you need to learn to deal with. It's money that you need to sort out. You know, like this card says, you don't take your money with you, okay? So if you're feeling a little bit in relationships like money seems to be the biggest bugbear between you, then this is definitely your reading. You know, when you pass, it says here, you don't take your financial stuff with you, all right? This one here. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. This brings me back to this. Your mind, okay, is not the thing that rules you. It's what's going on in here. So you've got to listen to your heart. When your mind's going on, oh, you know, this one's going to rob me, or I can't afford to do this, or we can't afford to do that, or, you know, and money's taking over. That's your mind going around and dealing with why you two should be separated. And when it comes to your mind, you're not feeling the love, you're feeling the ego, you're feeling the scaredness, you're feeling the anxiety and the worry about that relationship. You're not feeling from the heart how your soul feels about your other half of a soul, okay? You're not doing that in that moment. And then you become tied up, because then it's like, well, I want to be with that person, but yet my head doesn't want to be with that person, but my heart wants to be with that person, but my head doesn't want. Do you know what I mean? And then you end up moving on, because it's easier to move on. It's easier to be in separation. Once the mind calms down, then it's, well, I want to marry this person. I want to be with this person. I hope I'm making sense, because it is really complicated when you're talking about a twin flame dynamic, because it's just not simple. It really is not simple. What they're saying is, I've got a few more cards out because there's no end here. There's no end. All right, so I've got a few more cards out. We've got the flirt card, the religious factors, which also tells me this is a very spiritual connection that's going on here. You will know if this is your reading, because you will know that this is a spiritual connection. You will feel them, okay, on a very strong footing. All right, it's a religious thing. It says on it, your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing or spiritual path. So basically, this person is definitely on your spiritual path, trying to teach you things. And I would say that a lot of it is to do with finances, okay? where are we now? So we've got the flirt, we've got the heart-to-heart conversations, and we've got the new love, okay? So for me, this is about you managing to find new love within this situation, within this separation, within these darkest fears. It's about you having them true heart-to-heart conversations. You know, I can't deal with this. You make me feel. This is how you know, talking about why have we got this push-pull dynamic? Why do we move away from each other? Why do we go into separation? Why does one come forward and then the other one pulls back? You know, what is it in us? Why are we so similar, and why do we keep doing that? Why do we both go up in our heads and not feel with our hearts? Okay, spiritual colour there coming out to me again with the purple. Why do we not... I think for sometimes one of you's in the I love you mode, and then the other one comes out of that, and they're, you know, because one's in there doing the inner work, and then the next one comes out of that, and then they're wanting the other person back, and the other one's moved in to do the inner work. And this is what I'm getting. You feel consumed by this, and then that pushes you both away. You need to talk about that. You need to talk about the strength of what's going on, okay? More time playing, flirting, having fun, instead of being stuck in this all tied up mode. Have fun, flirt, and let it be a new beginning. Let it be a new beginning. If you come back together, let it be a new beginning. It's very spiritual relationships are very, very, very difficult, because they are here to teach lessons. They're here to teach us how to go forward. They're here to you know, stop cycles and patterns, and especially when it's your twin, they just come in, and what they're basically doing is highlighting yourself. They're being their self, okay? This person you'll be highly attracted to, okay, and it may take some time for you two to come together, but you will. Look what's flown out. This is what I was asking. Will this relationship come back together? So what they're saying is at the moment, use your friends, talk to them, you know, use them as your stability. The attraction between you is both there, so don't even question that. Stay optimistic about the fact that you can be together. It's going to take time for this to come back together, and for you both to trust in each other, and to work through them conversations that you need to have, and to get out of your head, okay? And to get out of your head, because you're going to have to learn to talk about the things that really get to you. And the reason you've got to do that is because you're one of the same. So that's never going to go away in each other, because you're going to keep reflecting it, okay? But the reconciliation card that is there, so, you know, you've so much stuff to learn. You've to learn forgiving. You've to learn about your codependencies here. And then we have the finances and career as well here. The passion that you both got together. The fact that you've got exes to release. There's lots of work. Lots and lots of work with a twin flame relationship. But what I want to say is it can come back together. All right. Now, not everybody's going to be a twin, because we don't have millions of them on the planet. But what we do have is very strong soul connections. So look at your relationship. It'll be to do with finances. It'll be to do with learning. It'll be to do with the fact that you're mirroring each other. If you're not twins, you're still mirroring each other. That's been your task with each other, is to mirror stuff to each other so that you can deal with them. You'll be responding in the same way to each other, which will be making it even harder for you to both come together, because you both either run, or you're too full on, or whatever your style is. That's what's going on, okay? So everybody's done. That's everybody done now. I do hope everybody's enjoyed their readings. If you're still on here, please do like, share, and subscribe to the page, and I will catch you all later, and I'll definitely do another one if this one goes well, because I haven't done one for ages. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.